Well, Katie, I have a problem. My problem is that my emotions are out of whack. It feels like my insides are going to be my outsides here pretty soon, and
Okay.
I don't like that. And I'm thinking about running away, running
I have
far,
a solution
far away.
because
What's that?
that sounds exactly like a movie that I just watched today.
Really? They made a biopic about my life?
Yes.
Really?
Is your name Riley?
It can be.
Great.
It's about me. Is it
It's
about
about
the?
you.
It's
Are
the
you
exact
11?
same- Depending on who you ask, yeah.
Well, nice. You should watch Inside Out,
Inside Out.
premiering 2017 in theaters.
You watched a movie about 11-year-old who has their insides taken out. That's.
I don't want to answer that question.
You don't lie for legal reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll be talking about Inside Out while we play Mario Party. So is this like your favorite movie?
It's I think it's my favorite Pixar movie. Yeah.
Okay.
It's I've like I said before, as I've never gotten through it without crying. Just cuz I don't know, it they do everything so well. I really appreciate it a lot. And I know that you are an emotionless
Whoa. Okay.
person and
No.
don't cry when Bing Bong dies.
No.
That is literally
Because
so
Bing
sad.
Bong-
I'm about to get to it again.
I'm sorry. Okay. Where do you want to start? I'm gonna let you be in charge of this one.
Oh my gosh.
Where do you want to start? The beginning? Is that a natural place to start, or do you have like?
Okay, yeah. I mean, we could. Do you want to? So you're probably more critical about the movie than I am, yeah?
Well, I have more meta questions about the story and about all that. It's a good story. It's a compelling story, but whenever I have issues with the framework, like the world building, that's whenever I start to have a little bit of issues. But as far as the
So
story goes, we're fine.
So then you do have problems with world building, yeah?
I have problems with the world building for sure.
I have problems with the plot.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of plot holes in it. So I want to. Well, first I want to hear about your world building issues.
Okay. So, how does Riley interact with her emotions? Like, what does that relationship look like? Is Riley controlling her emotions, or are her emotions controlling her? And because it seems like in multiple places in the movie, it's either or. Like, one time the emotions will be like, what the heck is Riley doing? What's happening? What's going on? And then all of a sudden, Riley is all of a sudden a robot.
Okay.
That they're
Well,
controlling.
I think that it's kind of like the emotions are the ones making the decisions, and then everything else is kind of like the functions, like things are functioning without the emotions doing anything. Like when she was thinking about her family or something, none of them were touching the board, but the family island was controlling what was happening, you know? So I think it's like everything is kind of going at the same time, like a machine. But the emotions are the ones in charge of the machine. So they could step in if they wanted to, but it will flow without them, in a way. But since the core memories were gone, then that was the main problem. It wasn't really that joy was gone, it was more of the memories were gone.
It just seems like a weird thing to just be like, oh, your emotions are what drive you, and there's nothing else. Like, where does logic come into play? Like, there's no reasoning. There's like a point where they're on the train and two buckets of facts and opinions sprawl out on the ground, and that's her train of thought. But like Joy uses facts and reason to reason with the other emotions. So the emotion, is it just saying that all of the emotions have logic and they're having a debate every single time something comes up? But then all the other emotions want Riley to be joyful. Which kind of makes sense. I
actually do have a reason for that I noticed in the movie. Is that, well, first of all, let me ask you this question. Who is the bad guy in the movie? Who would you say is, whether they mean to or not, who is the, like, villain of the story?
Riley's mom.
Because most of the time there is. That's exactly my answer. Yeah, it's her parents, for sure, are the bad guys. Because constantly they're telling her, you know, be happy for us, you know, Dad's having issues, so you have to be happy. And even Joy says that in the movie, says, like, you know, we have to be happy. We have to make Mom and Dad happy. We have to make Riley happy so that Mom and Dad can be happy. And Riley says that at the end. She says, I know you didn't watch the ending.
Come on, I did. I've seen it so many times.
But yeah, she says, like, please don't be mad that I'm not happy. You know, it's very obvious that everything happened because she wasn't happy and she was afraid of not being happy. So the emotions want Riley to succeed, obviously. And they also want their purpose. You know, like sadness's purpose is to make people sad or make Riley sad, have her feel that emotion. And because she wasn't able to fulfill her purpose, she kind of did it anyways, you know? Like she would be caught sneaking onto the board or touching an emotion or a core memory whenever she wasn't supposed to. So...
And I get it. The movie starts out with happiness being what success is. Like happiness has... If you're happy, you're successful.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, they're like, okay, sadness does have a place. Fear does have a place. Anger does have a place.
Yeah.
But I still just don't... I don't agree with the premise that you're just dictated by your emotions. Like, whatever your emotions are telling you, that's right.
Yeah,
it's like, obviously, that's not...
an issue.
Yeah, that's obviously, that's not right.
No, I'm watching the part where Bing Bong's freaking gonna die.
Bing Bong's been dead for years.
That's the sad part.
I mean...
That's the sad part.
Sure.
Like, I think that's what the movie kind of made a weird thing. Like, you don't necessarily have to forget about your childhood. It's just as long as you don't live in it, you know?
Yeah, no, I think that brings up a good point that movies made for kids need to bring up, is that you don't have to forget about your childhood. And sometimes your childhood can help you as you go off into your life. But again, it comes back to the problem of what is Riley's relationship with her emotions? Because if she's controlling her emotions, then in what reasonable world would she use an imaginary friend to get her emotions in check? Because does everything that happens in Inside Out a natural progression that every kid goes through? It seems like it is, because in the new movie, for instance, it's like, okay, she's going through puberty and all this stuff. She moves and has a kind of a minor traumatic event where she's ripped out from her home and all that kind of stuff. It seems like this is something that's normal, and then they're saying, oh, well, your imaginary friend will help you through it. It's like, what are you talking about? Or is he just emblematic of her childhood falling away? It's like, okay, but you make all this effort to make this look like a practical display of what emotions in your mind look like and seem like, but then you just throw in an imaginary friend to just represent your entire childhood. And the islands and all that other stuff. I get that.
I mean, I think what makes Riley different from, like, the general,
she's
kid,
different. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I think what makes
Riley's
her
different. My kid's different. My kid is a prodigy. So her brain works differently.
I think what makes her different is what we mentioned before, of the mom being the bad guy. You know? If she wasn't told that she should be happy all the time, then she wouldn't... Where's the star?
I'm not sure.
Where is the
I have
star?
not been paying attention.
I see. Then she wouldn't have this whole fight with sadness and stuff, you know? Like, it's all it's like a representation of, like, her thoughts, like what's going on in her head, you know?
Yeah.
I think that makes more sense.
But, I mean,
you know,
surely surely you felt like this pressure to be happy, spoken or unspoken. You felt like a pressure to just be happy because you don't want to be a burden. Oh, these people are going through way worse stuff than I am. Stuff like that.
I mean,
Like every child's felt that to some degree. The same year that this movie came out is the year that I moved. So,
really?
Yeah. So 2015, I left, and where I grew up, and I moved up here, and I did not want to move. I did not want to move. I cried and cried and cried before I moved, and after I moved for months. And so, like, you watch the movie, and you're like, oh, like, I relate to this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she doesn't want to be there, and all this stuff. And so, I would think that would be, like, the thing, where it's like, she moved, all of these issues are compounding, and on top of that, she's trying to be happy. And a lot of kids go through that. So I'm saying
but like, how old were you when you moved?
I was 15. I was. So
Okay.
I was 4 years older. And so I do get that. That it is a different experience, but like it happens to a wide variety of kids. So it's like I just don't think Riley's that special, that her mind works so much differently, that her imaginary friend helps her through it, and then she doesn't even like seem like it's even happening to her, because the only thing that's happening to her consciously is what's up in the headquarters.
I mean, I would say she, because I relate with her in a different way. You know, like I've never moved anywhere dramatic or anything like that. But I do relate with her in a way where growing up, a lot of my friends and family would tell me to be happy.
Oh.
Like I remember some friends even telling me like because this happened to me, you don't get to be sad because I'm more sad than you. You know, like stuff like that. And so in a way, I do think if that came from my parents, you know, and Riley pretty much only has her parents. If that came from my parents, I would be taking that that would take me a while to get over. Do you know which one Wario didn't click?
I think it was the middle one. I don't remember. Can we just acknowledge how long this is?
I know. I know.
I thought it was the middle one. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay. I think that in movies they have to say the thing out loud. Like, so unless it's like a TV show, it's like they had to have Riley's parents tell her to be happy. Because you can't have Riley telling the emotions, I feel like I need to be happy. The only thing you can do is have the emotions feel like they need to be happy. And they had to have some external force to convince the other emotions to be happy. Because literally after her mom says it, they're like, oh, well, if mom says it, you know, mom must be right. Like, they're like, yeah, mom says we're going to be happy? Okay, we're going to be happy. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, and it's good at the end that they kind of move away from being joyful all the time equals you being successful.
Yeah.
And the group working towards that goal, it's like, that's not exactly how it works.
What a sore loser. Did you see that?
I did.
Did you see that?
They tweeted it out there.
Dude, right behind me. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, dude. Oh no. Oh no.
Dude.
Oh no.
Oh
well,
my.
you didn't need that star anyway. Wario needs it more.
Yeah.
Another thing that I had a question about is how did the emotions come into existence according to the movie?
I think that joy wasn't the first emotion there. I think sadness was the first one. Because it has this whole scene where Joy kind of like, you know, is looking around and stuff, and then she looks down and there's sadness. The first thing that we see Joy and Riley do is Joy presses the button and Riley laughs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, I'd have to assume that this is from Joy's perspective and not Riley's perspective, you know? So that's why I think that sadness was there first. Yeah.
So it's from Joy's, so Joy's the main character of the movie?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think? Who's the main character?
I just feel like, well, obviously you would think
Bing bong?
Riley has to be. It's her emotions. Why her
I don't think
emotions
she
can't
is.
her emotions can't have a personality outside of her.
I mean, I think Riley is the focus, but not the
No.
main character.
But okay, so then Riley's joy is the main character. Specifically her joy. But then Riley's still the main character. Because the whole point is that it's an internal struggle because at that point in her life, joy is the main driver of her life. Doesn't mean that she's not the main character, it just means joy is the main driver.
I mean, like, think about who's seen through most of the movie. It's mostly Joy, like 100%. Even on all the covers, it's Joy. Riley's hardly ever on any of the covers of the movie. And, I mean, I have, like, a Joy stuffed animal in my room. So it's like, I don't have a Riley stuffed animal, you know?
Yeah, don't be weird.
That would be weird.
It just
Yeah.
seems so weird to me whenever they're
It is weird.
intentionally intertwining these emotions with Riley, but simultaneously saying, yeah, Riley isn't the main character. Which kind of means that Joy is manipulating her, which means Joy has malicious intent, which, yeah, you see that.
Mm-hmm. She does have kind of malicious intent. She's extremely selfish, you know? And you see her, like, literally, like, shoving the other emotions and stuff, like, she's extremely selfish. And why isn't there a selfish emotion? Why isn't there a surprised emotion, you know?
Yeah. Well, they actually hit on that a little bit in the movie whenever they go to the abstraction chamber, and they talk about how they're dealing with loneliness today. And it's like they're dealing with that emotion with the abstraction chamber?
Right.
Like, maybe. But are they going to put joy in there? Oh, shoot. Okay, hold up.
Give me my stars back.
Oh. Oh, what's it going to be? What's it going to be?
No!
Oh,
No!
dude. Yeah, let's go!
You get 0 stars.
Let's go, baby!
Man, I can't believe we're losing.
Well, I haven't won a single minigame.
What?
I haven't won a single minigame. Okay, I'll have to win this one. Surely, right?
Surely, because I'm on your team. No! I hate
we're
this
gonna
guy.
win. We're gonna win
He's
because
out
you're
to
on my
get
team.
me.
We're gonna
He's
win
out to
because
get
you're on my
me.
team. Probably. Saved it. Saved it. Okay, Yoshi, we just gotta go different directions. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You have to
This
survive.
dweeb. It's what I do. It's what I do.
Thanks for saving our skins.
Yep. You're welcome. It's what I do.
I'm watching a YouTube video about, like, most obscure Mario villains. What are they called? Enemies?
Nemesis?
Okay, Birdo's not obscure. Whatever. I am Birdo. Therapist reacts to Inside Out.
Oh. Which therapist? Your therapist?
My therapist from BetterHelp. BetterHelp? I'm not doing that.
BetterHelp is an online therapy service. I gotta try to sound like I'm reading off of a computer screen.
Yeah. Don't say anything bad about them. What if they sponsor us one day?
Man, he is really going after you.
I know. He was my man. I literally am so betrayed. Oh my
Better
gosh.
be.
I am.
Oh wait, sorry, we're in practice. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest that's the weirdest feeling.
Oh, it's
Dude,
lagging real bad
Yeah,
for me.
there's a lot of lag.
Connection is unstable. You know what else is unstable?
BetterHelp?
I need better help.
Come on. No! No! Yeah, Yoshi. Yoshi, you get it.
Get it, girl. We love a queen. Ugh, Wario's about to get another star.
He's also gonna land on chance time though.
Something weird about Inside Out is she gets a brain freeze and all the emotions freeze.
Because you can't think.
What? I can.
Well, okay. Alright. Well, Miss Perfect. Okay.
Look at him. I told you. Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Ugh.
I think it's because they know you're about to have like just an incredible last 10 turns. How does pain factor into the whole equation with the emotions? You have personalities, which aren't really personalities, and you have emotions, but what about pain? Pain definitely factors into emotions because you have emotional pain. What about physical pain?
Well, there is a part where Sadness says, like, you know, when she's talking about the milk pouring out of their nose, and she's like, that hurt really bad, and that made me sad, you know? And so it's like, is that, I don't know, do they just know she's in pain? Do they feel the pain too? My thing is, like, Fear is shown getting hurt, you know? Stuff getting thrown at him, and him getting choked and stuff. So it's like...
But she's not feeling that.
Yeah. So do they feel pain themselves? They grow tired.
But they also can feel sad.
Yeah, I know. They all have their own, like, set of emotions, which is really weird. I don't know. The whole movie is full of, you know, plot holes like that. Like, isn't Joy only supposed to feel joy? So how can she be selfish? You know?
Right.
I mean, unless that's just like what I said, like that's their purpose. So they want to fulfill that purpose as much as they can.
Oh, dang it. He baited me.
Ah.
Oh, you got baited too. Oh, no. Dang, dude.
Now I want him to get
He's going to get nailed. He's going to get nailed. Yeah. There was one thing where it made me think for a second. Whenever they have Sadness read the manuals. And I was like, I may be reading into this too much, but is that like a sign of maturity? Like some people just read the manuals more than other people? And that's why you have immature people and mature people?
Maybe.
Like, because sadness is the most well-versed and most mature emotion.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she like knows exactly what to do. Like you see her sit down with Bing Bong and stuff. She knew exactly what to say and how to use her sadness, you know, for good. And then the only time she gets to touch the board thingy, she uses it in the perfect way, you know? Instead of Joy, who's kind of everywhere, and anger makes things worse, you know? That is true. Maybe reading the manuals does change a lot or something.
It has to. Because Riley fed into the sadness. And
yeah.
Sadness knew how sadness would impact the rest of the infrastructure inside of Riley. Inside her brain. Because for the rest of the movie, sadness guides everybody.
I'm watching somebody break down the Inside Out 2 trailer. And what I was thinking is, where are these other emotions for everyone else? You know? Like, we get, at the end of the movie, we see, you know, the teacher's emotions, the mom and dad's emotions and stuff. So it's like, where are these emotions, these, like, anxiety, embarrassed, envious, you know, where are all those emotions for everyone else? Why don't we see them, you know?
Maybe they're not part of the core council?
Maybe?
Even though, like, as you grow older, your emotions become more complicated, like anxiety. That can become what drives you, instead of straight joy, straight sadness. Yeah. You're, like, in this weird middle ground.
Well, like, something I noticed was, everybody else's emotions, like the mom and dad, they're all working together when, like, you know, Riley, it's Joy is in the lead. You know, like, Joy is in the lead, and when Joy's not there, anger takes control, and nobody else can say anything to him. You know, nobody else has any say. It's just anger and just Joy. But, you know, you see the mom, and all of them are talking together. What should we do? You know, how should we move forward? And the dad even, like, they're all talking to each other and stuff. So and we see that near the end, you know, them working together, mixed emotions and stuff like that. So you'd think that the other four emotions that are introduced in the next movie would also have a say, you know, in people's lives. Especially, I know you didn't watch it to the end, but at the very end it shows the emo friend, you know? And she's pretty much just extremely anxious. So wouldn't she have the anxiety emotion? I don't know. I mean, like, unless it's just while you're going through puberty. Like, these new 4 emotions come. And then once you're done with puberty, they're like, leave? I don't know.
Because, like, what about, like, Riley feeling out of place at school? She's feeling social anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what she's experiencing. But anxiety's not there.
And it's like, wouldn't fear kind of be anxiety?
Right.
You know?
Unless they're going to have to make that distinction.
Mm-hmm. And disgust kind of was the envy, you know? Like, she kind of took that spot. That's something that was interesting to me, is fear and disgust are the 2 emotions that are trying to avoid something from happening. Like, disgust is trying to avoid disgusting things, and fear is trying to avoid fearful things, you know? And so I was like, I feel like they should be called something else, or something. Or maybe that's, like, they had to figure that out. Like, that was their purpose. Just like how sadness started making things sad because she couldn't fulfill her purpose, you know? Wouldn't she be caring? Like, wouldn't sadness be caring? A caring personality trait or emotion or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're gonna introduce new emotions, shouldn't you, like, loving or something? Kindness? I don't know.
Yeah, but I think what they're saying is that whenever you're going through puberty and maturing, you don't have any new positive emotions, just negative ones.
Okay, yeah.
I'm assuming. Because you're right, there is other emotions besides just the new negative ones that they could add.
I'm losing so bad.
Well, oh wait, I'm beating you? How am I beating you right now?
'Cause Wario! He's literally taken everything from me.
Sure, you can blame other people if you want, but it seems like it's...
And I will.
It's all on you. I know, that's what you do.
What do you think about the theory of the mom is depressed theory?
I would say that's probably safe to assume.
Okay. Then do you think the dad has anger issues?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
But he's so kind.
No, he's not.
What? Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
How?
He's always angry about work. He's always angry about work.
I guess you're right.
He doesn't really care how it impacts the family. He doesn't care. He's just like, I need to get this done. This is just what I do. This is my job as husband or whatever. He's like, from what I gathered, he like starts a startup.
Oh, really?
Because he has investors. Like, he's on the phone and like he moves his family to like be with, like, try to grow his company.
Right.
I could be reading too much into that, but that's kind of what it seems like. And so having a startup is very stressful. But he doesn't really seem to care how much it impacts his daughter or his wife. The mom is just pure evil, though. Like, if she's a victim of depression, I get it. That's bad. Like, that's something we should be sympathetic towards. But her actions are having a real negative impact on Riley. Mm-hmm. And she fantasizes about cheating on him.
Oh my gosh. The video I'm watching is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Of course it is. It's about emotions.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We're in the same boat. We're all in this together. Get BetterHelp. Just do it. We're not even sponsored.
Yeah, just do it. You should just do it.
Just do it. Just for the memes. Hey, go to therapy for the memes.
For the memes.
Just for the memes. If we can get one more person to go to therapy because it's for the memes, I think I say that's a win. That's a win.
The world would be a better place for sure.
It would be a better place with better help.
Oh my gosh.
That's so dumb. Come on.
I forget what you were saying. Oh, you were talking about the mom. Yeah, I think she's messed up. I think
she's trying to cheat on her husband.
Yeah, I think she's messed up in a million different ways.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I was hoping you would say, is that the mom is the bad guy. Because when I talked to my siblings about it, I was like, who's the bad guy? And they all said Joy. And I was like, It is for sure the mom. And a little bit the dad, but mostly the mom.
Yeah, and the dad's just kind of just not there whenever it comes to being at home. Like he's out of touch with how old his daughter's gotten, and with how the move is affecting her.
Yeah.
Like he's just out of touch. And something I always struggle with whenever parents specifically are struggling with things is like, yes, I feel very sympathetic towards people who have, parents who have mental health issues and stuff like that. However, you are raising a human being.
Yeah.
An innocent human being who doesn't have the capacity to put up with your crap.
Yeah.
Like, you have issues, you have baggage, you need to deal with it. I get that, but just because you're having issues, and you're having issues at work, or you're having emotional issues, that's not your kid's problem to fix for you. Why does he need validation from his 11-year-old daughter to know that he's doing a good job, he's providing for his family? And even if he needed, like, some help, his 11-year-old daughter's not going to help him with his job issues.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah. Literally, though, yeah. Yeah, and it's like, obviously, the mom has got issues. Where is the star? Oh, okay. But yeah, I think one of the major issues is she's unhappy, so she doesn't want to fake a smile, so she has her daughter do it, so that her husband can be happy.
She says both of us.
Yeah. But the
I
entire
see what
movie,
you're saying,
you
though.
see her, arguing with him, being upset, and then eventually Riley wins her over. Like, think about the time when she is pretending to play hockey in the living room. The mom is upset the entire time until Riley, calls her grandma or whatever,
Yeah.
So she's not putting up a fake smile, or she's not doing a very good job of it. And she instead relies on Riley to keep her husband happy.
Right, like, isn't that your job?
Yeah.
And again, it's not even his wife's job to keep him happy, but they introduced the idea of other people making people happy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I did that. They did that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that anyone has to make the husband happy. Like, they should all have ways to make themselves happy. It's like, don't pin this on your 11-year-old daughter who has just been ripped away from everything she's ever known, just so that way you have a little bit of validation for your personal issues at work. Like,
yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Literally, though, yeah. Yeah,
So
the parents
messed up.
are messed up.
So messed up.
And then just, on top of all of that, add the mom fantasizing about another man. It's just like...
Yeah, at the dinner table.
Yikes. And even when she's like, we don't need this anymore, and then they, they grab it. They're like, maybe for later. Like, she's not letting it go.
No, it's not like envy? She grew.
Wouldn't she have the envy emotion for that guy? Like, wouldn't she be envious of whatever girl's with him? The teacher's going out with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it says at the end.
I don't remember that.
The teacher, Riley's teacher is going to, like, the island with that guy or whatever.
It would have to be a combination. It would be a combination of regret, because whenever she thinks about herself in the past tense, she's regretting that she didn't go with him. But then in the present, she is envious as a byproduct, I would assume.
Right. Yeah, they're messed up, man.
That's an interesting point. This is rough.
Poor Riley, though. Like, yeah, that, like,
Riley
just like what you were
victim.
saying. Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Even Riley's a victim in everywhere. Like, her own emotions are sabotaging her. Joy is sabotaging her.
But again, does she control her emotions, or her emotions control her? She is a child. So I get that. But within this world, is there ever a point? Oh, whoa. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen this. Is there ever a point where you start controlling your emotions? Like, maybe that's the climax of the film. The second one, where, like, all of the all 8 of them are, like, screaming, or how many of them? There's, like, 9 of them? something like that.
Yeah, in the next one there will be 9. Yeah.
And so like she just screams and is like, enough. And like they all just stop, and then she just starts making decisions. And no one knows why, because she's not doing it with emotion. And they're like, what the heck? And then logic comes in, bursts through the door.
It's probably the emotions are just being like her thought process is being represented like this in the movie. So I feel like she is in control of her emotions, and when joy and sadness disappear, that's her feeling out of control, you know? And so she feels no longer in control of how she can feel or what's going on in her, like, you know, her personality islands and everything. So I feel like that's just supposed to represent how she's feeling and kind of show what it looks like to be an 11-year-old kid out of control, an out-of-control situation. If that makes sense. It's kind of a cop-out,
Yeah.
but...
I mean,
I wasn't looking! I was talking! I wasn't looking! Oh my gosh! Okay.
Okay. But I mean, it's like, at what point is she no longer a victim of her emotions? Like, we say that in real life all the time. People are victims to their emotions. At some point, a point of maturity is to not let your emotions get to you. So, is there ever going to be a point in her development, in her character development, where they somehow personify these barriers? Oh, I am the garter. I was looking at Yoshi for some reason. At some point, she has to stop being a victim of her emotions. But then, who becomes in control? Where does that control come from? Is it like personified logic? Is it a personified like internal peace? Like where she's not shaken by things as much? Or do they all just like level out? All the emotions are no longer so extreme.
I think the emotions are Riley. You know? Like all of their brains are collectively Riley's brain. You know? Does that make sense?
So the argument is that her emotions are her consciousness put together.
I think more of her consciousness is portrayed as emotions.
Her consciousness is portrayed as emotions, and all of the emotions use facts and reason to move towards a common goal, but also sometimes portray the emotion that they personify.
I think. I don't know. I mean, it is interesting. I don't know. It's hard to say. That would be my best guess, is that like she is them. Like they are her. She's them.
Yeah. I get that. But that's not what the movie says.
I know.
Because whatever the emotions do, she responds. Like she can't control herself. Like she feels if we say it's Riley being upset, she gets upset and can't control her emotions. Which of course she's a kid who just went through something that was very hard on her. So at some point she will have to deal with controlling her emotions, and how would they portray that if they even plan to portray her getting control on how she reacts when her emotions give input? You'd have to almost personify like a consciousness character, or like a reasoning character, that all the other emotions, like joy gets replaced as the leader, and they just consult the logic persona, and then he makes the decision. And sometimes he listens to the wrong person and gets emotional, or makes Riley get emotional.
Yeah, I do think that there should be some sort of brain, you know? Like something that it is Riley, you know? Because we don't really see that.
Yeah, like the train of thought has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
And it has knowledge, like it has facts on it. Like it has knowledge on the train, but where's the bank at?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's headquarters, and it's just emotions in headquarters.
Right.
That is interesting. I don't
And
know.
just
I've never
memories.
thought of that. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless they're saying that the bank. Oh well, I guess the bank of her memories would be knowledge. Like, because remember whenever the workers are going by and they're like the name of every single U.S. president,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
that's her knowledge as well as her memories, and they don't separate it by knowledge and memories.
Mm-hmm.
They
And
just separate it by
facts
memories.
and opinions.
Yes.
And don't they have like oh yeah, they have imagination things that they like insert into the console and stuff. That is weird. That is weird that the emotions are literally in charge of everything.
I know. Of reasoning, of judgment
Yeah.
calls,
Yeah,
split-second decisions.
that is weird.
Like whenever they take tests, like, do they all remember it? Like, are they the ones taking the tests, or are other people? Or there's like a different department handling the tests, and they're just handling her emotions. Like, if they check the memory banks, they probably would just check the memory banks. You can boost.
Yeah,
You can
couldn't
boost.
remember how to do it, and so I just pressed every button. Do you know the death count in Nemo?
It's high.
I think it's like 408 or something like that. Like 408 deaths.
408 deaths in Finding Nemo.
I think because they say that they have like over 400 babies and all the babies die. The mom dies. Yeah, the mom dies. At the end it shows that little fish eating the bigger fish. One fish dies in the dentist place. I
One
don't
fish
know.
dies at the dentist place.
You know in the picture where the fish is dead?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, I can't remember the rest, but it's a ton. It's a ton. But that's not the movie we're talking about. But
No, but it is about death, so you had to bring it up. I know you too
Yeah.
well.
yeah.
Couldn't resist. Couldn't resist. I get it. No, I get it.
Have you seen? Oh, well, you probably have. Have you seen? Have you seen Up?
No. What is this up? This. What is this? What is this? What is this up?
Well, it's about an 11-year-old girl named Riley. And
Oh man.
oh, what do you? I mean, I guess we could talk about this in a different episode or whatever. But like, is Russell from Up like an orphan, or what?
I think that his dad just didn't show up. 'Cause
But
his dad was supposed to show up, and he got disappointed whenever he didn't show up
yeah.
at the end of the
like,
movie.
What about that weird quote where he's like you call your mother by her first name or whatever, and then he's like, she's not my mom or something like that, you know? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think
haven't
what it
seen the
means is
movie
that
in a
his
while.
mother left or died or something, and his dad married or is dating someone else.
Oh, yeah. That's probably obvious to everyone else but me.
That's your face right now. What?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, at the end of the movie, unless his dad died in a horrific car accident, like, he was not an orphan. Sniped!
So he does have a dad? It's confirmed?
I'm pretty sure, because, like, he's expecting his dad to be there.
He is? Is he?
They even talk about it. They even talk about it in the movie, I'm pretty sure. Like, briefly talk about it, because he talks about how his dad would, like, take him camping and stuff, or he wants his dad to take him camping. Or something like that.
Does
And
need to
whenever
rewatch
he's getting
that
his
movie.
whenever he's getting his senior, whatever the senior badge is that he gets at the end to complete his set, he's looking for his dad, and that's what's so good about it is that what's the main guy's name?
Carl.
Carl.
Yeah.
Carl steps in and does it for him, like for the dad.
Right.
So he like kind of places himself as the present father figure in his life in that moment. It's really good. It's a really good scene. It's really good. It has a really good setup, and it's really good.
And Russell is kind of the kid that he never got to have.
Yes. Right. That movie's good. That
That is a
movie's
good
really
movie.
good.
Really good fight scenes. Also, a really good
Yeah.
game adaptation. They had a Wii game, and man.
I thought you meant the movie was a game adaptation.
Oh.
Is they say like Maze Runner or Hunger Games is a book adaptation?
Wait, what? Wait. Maze Runner and Hunger Games are game adaptations?
I said book adaptations.
Oh, yeah.
I should have used more like oh my gosh, what is that? Like Last of Us is a game adaptation.
Oh,
you know?
Last of Us.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, almost 3/8. 23. That's how old I am.
That's just wrong. That's just not true.
Okay, I was testing you.
You're just lying. You're just lying right now.
I was wondering if you know. How old am I? Do you even know?
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh.
No,
Do you want me to state it on the record? Do you want me to state it on the record right now?
Haha, took you with me.
That doesn't answer the question. You want me to say on the record right now? You want that just out there?
I don't care how old people think I am. What, are they gonna think I'm 12 or something?
No, they wouldn't think how old you are. They would know how old you are because I'm about to say it.
I'm about to change age anyways.
You're about to change age? Like you're gonna change your clothes? Like, all of a
I'm
sudden,
about to get a
like,
new
oh,
age
they're not
anyways.
gonna know how old I am.
They
because
won't know.
because you can get a different age both
How would they
backwards and
know?
forwards. They won't
Yeah.
know which one I'm going to.
How would they know? Hey, look!
Oh my
I got as many
gosh.
coins as how old I am.
That's just wrong. You're just lying. You're just lying. Oh man.
Oh my gosh, have you seen Luca?
I have not. I've heard it is a movie that was made.
I didn't hear that.
Really?
Yeah, I heard different things.
Yeah. We usually do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just playing right now, or something. Like I don't know. I have autoplay on my YouTube, and so it's just happening.
Playing Luca?
Somebody's
On
talking about
YouTube?
it.
Oh,
Someone's
God.
discussing
Oh, come on,
topics.
Yoshi. I have 2 coins. 3 coins.
I have as many coins as how old I am.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's like 2 years older than I am.
Oh my gosh.
I know. That's old.
You have as many coins as how old you are.
Yeah.
Isn't that how old is or something?
Yes.
We could talk
I
about
think.
our friends. We could talk about how old
Let's
our
talk
friends
about
are.
in detail. In detail.
Yeah.
I have their addresses.
I'll dox them.
Dox them.
Pull a sniper wolf.
Dang. Sniper wolf.
Careful, she
Oh.
might dox us. She might dox
I'm gonna
me.
pull the old sniper wolf.
Okay,
Wow.
okay. What is the best Cars movie?
Okay. How are we defining a Cars movie?
Pixar's
Is it a movie set
Cars.
within? No, is it a movie set within the bounds of Pixar's Cars, or is it a movie about Lightning McQueen?
The title.
What
the
makes
title.
it a good? Just Cars. Okay.
The Cars title. Which one's the best Cars movie?
So 3 is automatically out.
I
We can
agree.
both agree 3 is not. It's just not it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can agree on that. All right.
That means we're gonna disagree. Because you should have voted out. There's an obvious loser here. And it's not
You're
3.
saying that Cars 3 is second.
Yes.
You're saying that Cars 3 is second.
Yes. Because
That movie was horrible.
I hate
You don't like Cars 2.
I hate Cars 2.
I know.
And you like it?
I am saying, this is why I clarified. Because, is Cars 2 bad because it's bad? Or is Cars 2 bad because it followed Cars 1?
Cars 2 is bad because of Mater.
Why? What's wrong with Mater?
He sucks.
Oh.
He's trash. He's not funny. And he's not a main character.
For the fans.
Okay. A 1 for the fans? Oh, hey, that's how old you are.
No, I switched it. Hey, look at that! Oh, man. So... Okay. But which has a better story? Cars 2 or Cars 3?
Cars 2 does have a better story.
Which is why I'm saying, for me, if I were to say Cars, I think Lightning McQueen. That's what I think of. Like, yes, I think of the Cars world, but Lightning McQueen is Cars.
Yeah.
Like, objectively speaking.
Like the Buzz Lightyear movie isn't a Toy Story movie because Woody's not in it.
Woody's not, right.
Saying? But it has the title Cars.
I know, which is why it's always a tough conversation, because we had this conversation whenever we rated all the Star Wars movies, and I was like, what qualifies as a Star Wars movie? Like, what makes a Star Wars movie good? Is it just that it takes place within Star Wars, or is it that it has Luke in it, it has Anakin in it? Like, if it's just a movie that takes place in the world of Cars, and that's what makes it good, then Cars 2 is the second best one. If it's about Lightning McQueen, obviously, Cars 2 is the last one. Because it's not about Lightning McQueen. It's not about Doc Hudson. It's not about Lightning McQueen.
I can't. Mater.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't Mater.
I
You can't.
No. That's
what about the greatest line in cinematic history? Why is everyone driving on the wrong side of the road for? That's just the best line of all time.
But who said it?
Mater.
No.
What?
No.
What are you talking about?
I can't.
Oh.
Okay.
I was like, I know for a fact Mater says that. I was like, what are you talking about?
I just... I can't.
You can't. You can't or you won't. You can't or you won't.
If I watch that movie...
Your emotions need to give the wheel to logic. He will consult with you and your emotions, but he will make the call. He will make the call.
If I watch that movie again, I think I will need better help.
Better help?
I can't. I don't know. Okay,
Think
so
about
like,
it.
do you
it's
like...
literally an assassination attempt on Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, that's really cool, but... And like I said, I think... I think that movie is, like, a really, really cool movie. I just wish they wouldn't have had Mater in it. Do you like Mater? You know,
I don't have hold on.
No.
No, whoa.
I'm scared that you do.
You cannot soul read me like that so incorrectly. And so confidently at the same time.
You don't like him then?
I am saying that there's a lot of characters I am just indifferent to. I'll be the bait.
Oh my gosh.
He's coming for you. He's coming. Oh, let's go.
Okay, we're good.
There's a lot of characters I'm indifferent to. Flo. I'm indifferent to. Luigi. Is that his name? Luigi?
Yeah, he's the best one.
I'm indifferent. He's not the best. The best what? The best car? He's the best car? He's the best car. What? What?
He's cute.
That doesn't make him the best one.
Him and his friend. They're cute and funny and little.
But that doesn't make them the best character in the whole movie.
I hate Wario.
He's my favorite Cars character.
Oh my gosh. I'm 2 coins away from beating him. In coins.
Wow, it's the small victories.
Ugh.
Yeah, we're losing pretty bad.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I would have to... Ooh, wait a second. If I come across a chance time, we might be able to make something happen.
I have a custom dice block.
We
beside
both
one.
do.
I don't think you're beside one.
Dude, I just need you to just believe. Okay, I'll be coming up on one. Maybe next turn? Dang. Okay, sacrificing it for the fans. For the sake of the team. For the sake of the team.
Okay, I need to... I don't think I'm beside any.
No.
No way.
Not within 2 turns.
Dang. But I could get the star.
You could.
I know. For the fans. Or the anti-fans.
What are you doing?
For Wario.
Oh, you're just getting a star.
No.
Oh no. Oh
I'm
no.
hoping- Yeah, I'm hoping all of us will have to
So.
fight for our lives.
Okay.
Isn't he right beside that?
We're about to find out.
Oh my gosh! I hate
Yoshi
it.
can fleet it. Yoshi can fleet it.
He won't.
Or does Wario go first?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
No, dude.
Maybe I can help Bowser take all his money?
Maybe there's either the Bowser swap or something. Come on. Oh no.
No! I needed
Oh
that.
no.
Whatever.
Dude, that's rough. Look, it's not about the game. It's about the player. And the player is about the movie.
Oh. I'm on a team with them.
Oh, is this from Mario Party 8?
Yeah.
Let's go! Dude, we gotta play that game.
I love that game.
That game is so good.
I have mixed emotions.
It's good. It's good. I feel better about that.
Get it? Mixed emotions? You know,
Because of paint?
because of Inside Out.
Oh!
Mixed emotions.
Because of the movie!
Have you seen the Garfield trailer?
No, is it Garfield 3 or is it
There's
a
a
new
Garfield
reboot?
a new Garfield movie.
Hmm.
You need to look it
I
up
haven't seen
because you know the person who's playing Garfield.
Do
You
I
have
know
a-
the person
you-
extremely well?
Just take a guess. Who do you think voices Garfield?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
Dang it. No, I felt like that was a solid guess, though.
What? Actually?
Man, dang it. I am exactly 1 away.
What?
From being able to get a star. That is pain.
1 away.
It's 11 away, and I have 10.
Oh, can you get a chance time?
No, I'm pretty sure it's past it. Go back. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it's past it.
Dang.
I can't. I'm just gonna have to try to steal one from him. Ooh, no. No. No, no. No, why are you doing that? How much is the toll? It's 5? Bro.
You can only steal at night, I think. Right?
You can only steal at night?
I think. Yeah.
But before, it wouldn't let me whenever it was nighttime. Maybe it was because it was dusk? Or
Wow.
dawn, I mean? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Who would play him? Russell Crowe? Harrison Ford?
No. Did you ever watch the old Garfield show?
Bill Murray?
No.
No, the Garfield show? Like the 3D one?
No. No.
Oh my gosh. I did
Don't
know this.
punch me.
Sorry. I looked it up. You told me to look up the trailer.
Yeah.
And it was in the title.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? He's getting like
How do I
every
punch?
roll. We're gonna lose because of you.
Dude,
Never
we're literally
mind.
so far ahead.
Yeah, never mind.
B. Okay. Yeah, I knew that too. Because I remember the Mario thing was released, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, he's also going to be Garfield."
I just found out today. I was scrolling on TikTok and I just saw the trailer and I was like, I know that voice. Oh my gosh! I said, "Don't punch me."
To be fair, your face moved into my hand's line of fire.
To be fair, I think your fist could fit in my snout.
It's true. That's true. I would lose my hand would just disappear. It'd be gone forever.
Yeah, but you should watch the trailer. Did you watch the old
Alright, well.
the old Garfield show?
I
Garfield and
watched the
Friends?
2D. Yes,
Did you watch the 3D one?
I did. I watched that one on repeat for a solid few years.
So which one do you like better?
I'm partial to the 3D one. Just what I can't. Maybe I was like from like 12 to I don't even know. We would watch it all the time, so I just like it a lot. Doesn't mean it's the better one. I didn't watch enough of Garfield and Friends to know. He has a completely logical and understandable position, but I don't like it.
I just don't. I don't know. Ah, great.
Oh,
shoulda known
look
he'd
at
won.
the superstar.
It's gonna win.
So you think, obviously, that Garfield and Friends is the best one?
I think the Garfield movies, and I know what you're thinking, not the new ones. There's these old 2D Garfield movies that I used to watch.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was like Garfield in the Rough or Garfield's like on vacation or whatever. Those are the best ones, I think. Not the shows. But if I had to choose a show, I would choose Garfield and Friends.
Any final thoughts on Inside Out?
I think it was done very well. I think that's one of the few movies that can make me cry every time. But I do think there are major plot holes, which normally I don't like. Like, I won't watch the movie if it has major plot holes like that. But it was so well done that I can watch it, you know, without getting too frustrated.
Can you list out some of the plot holes again?
Well, like, they could just send the core memories through the tubes back up. And instead they only did that at the very end of the movie. Which they also, that scene could have been better too. I think that's the major plot hole, is that. And then another plot hole is, why wasn't Bing Bong forgotten a long time ago, if even Joy forgot Bing Bong? Those are the two major ones, I think. The ones that stick out to me every single time I watch it.
Who's your favorite character?
I really like Disgust. I really like her character design. She's really cute. I like it.
Isn't she, by definition, disgusting?
No. No. That's why I think she shouldn't be called Disgust. Because she
but that's what she's
avoids
called.
disgusting things.
Well, that's true, but if it's your whole personality, if it's who you are, joy is joyful. She has to be. Sadness is sad. Fear is afraid. Anger is angry. Disgust is disgusting.
I don't know, man. Look at her and tell me she's disgusted.
Or she's disgusted. That's a better way to put it. Because it means something different. She is disgusted. She's disgusted with everything.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, she seems sassy, not disgusting. Or disgusted. I don't think she should be called disgust.
Hot take. It's a hot take.
Yeah. Who's your favorite or least favorite character?
The guy who just gets printed over and over again saying, I would die for Riley.
Do you relate?
I wouldn't die for Riley, if that's what you're asking.
Who would you die for?
Who would I die? Whoa. Should I give out their names and addresses?
You know who I would die for?
Who would you die for?
I would die for BetterHelp.
This is a sample conversation of what you can be looking forward to whenever you use BetterHelp.
We should just make a knockoff brand of BetterHelp.
Best help.
Almost.
Best assist.
Almost BetterHelp.
Almost better.
Yeah.
You're almost better. And consistently every week the therapist just says you're almost there.
Almost there. Almost there.
Just one more $300 session.
Just watch Inside Out every time.
Yes.
So who do you
in
relate
different
to
languages?
today? Yeah.
That's the chart.
Oh my god.
That's genius, actually. Because they get paid by the hour. That's genius.
Yeah. You start the movie.
You don't say anything for a whole hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, you start the movie for one and you finish it the next one. That's like $200 there.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's math. That's math if you assume some things. Yeah.
That's like how old I am.
That's like at 2 hours? Or 200?
Both.
200. Are you $200 old?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you're right. $200 old. Okay.
So I didn't hear your.
Who I would die for?
No. No, like what do you think about the movie in a whole? Because I obviously really like it. Would you if you had to rank it? How would you rank it?
If I had to rank it as far as like a tier list ranking or 1 to 10?
Like 1 to 10.
Overall, I'll make it easy. Thumbs up.
Okay. 2
big ol' thumbs up. I don't really have anything else to say. Do you have anything else to say?
Try BetterHelp if you can.
Dang it. Dang it. Oh, man. That was good. Try BetterHelp because our insides are now out.
Yeah.